Hey folks, Quill18 here, bringing you another Heroes of Newerth commentary. I know it's been a little while, I'm really excited to do this one. I wanted to wait until Han 2.0 kicked in, I wanted to try casual mode, and I wanted to... maybe I'll start this in the background here. And I wanted to wait until the matchmaking kicked in, especially. The big thing I like when I'm playing online games is I hate looking for a game. It just drives me nuts. So, I like StarCraft 2, I like Left 4 Dead, I like League of Legends. I like those games because you just hit play. It pairs you up, ideally with people of your skill level, and you just play. And you have a good time. So not hunting around. So I really want to wait until the matchmaking kicked in, and then it did. And unfortunately, then there was a problem where the replay file didn't seem to get saved on my end. I couldn't access my replay, and I was so disappointed because I thought this was... I felt at the time that it was an entertaining game. This has been a little while, so I don't really remember anything about it. But luckily, S2 Games, who have been amazing with this whole Han commentary thing, and have offered me, like, they've been so nice and so supportive. Alan, who's known as Idejder, that's probably closer to how it's supposed to be, Idejder, he went on the servers and found the replay file for me and sent it my way, which was just awesome. I can't tell you how happy I was seeing that, because I get depressed a lot, you know? You go and you do this and you look for the commentary, and it's not like I have a million hours in the day. I was so upset, oh no, and I'm gonna have to like find more time to play some more Han, which I like playing Han, but I like playing lots of games, so it's all hard to fit in. So, yeah, big, huge thanks to Alan for finding me this replay. So let's look at the teams very quickly here. We've got on the bottom left side the Legion team. We have the Valkyrie, who you guys know I love from the very first game. We've got the Witch Slayer, who is a support hero extraordinaire with a very neat stun move. We've got the Tempest, who I know nothing about, but he's got some cool tridents and stuff on his back. Oh yeah, leaving a trail of gunk behind. He's like an infester from StarCraft. No, I'm sure that's like water, not slime. We have a Behemoth, who I really like. I think is definitely a hero I'm going to have to try it at some point, because it just seems so damn cool. And a Magebane down here, who of course you may remember from my first game as well, and he's got a very cool teleporting move. On the top right side, the Hellborn side, we have Armadon, who I know nothing about, but he's going to be laning at the bottom lane with me this game, so you're going to get plenty of opportunity to see him. In fact, I think we're going to have to stop the introductions for just a moment here, as we have an encounter about to happen in the jungle down here. 3 Hellborn, 2 Legion. The Valkyrie starts off with a spear. I don't know if that gives vision, but I think they know that the scout is there, and they engage, but they don't realize quite how many people are here. The Devourer engages his Decay, I believe, which is an AoE damage ability that also slows, meaning that the Valkyrie has no way to get away. And you guys right there heard someone has the Flamboyant Announcer Pack. Uh-oh, the Witch Slayer decides to peek up here and see what's going on. He does throw his graveyardy move to stun, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away. That slow is just too sick at this stage in the game. It is a guaranteed kill. In fact, I was surprised that the Devourer hadn't gone with his chain attack initially, but in hindsight, that's clearly the Decay was very effective as long as you can get in range. And there I am, I was late to the party, I went to the bottom lane, you know, think it was going to be that, and then I started reading my abilities, and when I looked up and noticed that everyone was in the jungle, I tried to make my way as quickly as possible, but I'm pretty sure I missed the party. Nonetheless, an excellent start for our team. So here we are at the bottom. Oh, the rest of my team. We have a Glacius, we have the Devourer, of course, we have a Scout, and we have myself playing as the Plague Rider. So, I forgot to talk about that. I started this commentary once and I had to stop about 5 minutes in because of a technical issue. So, yeah, anyway, not important. So I'm playing as the Plague Rider, which a lot of people suggested to me. We got another kill down here. Devourer pops someone else. A lot of people suggested to me that I try out the Plague Rider because they said it's a very easy to play, support-ish type hero. And so I was like, sure! Plus, I'd seen at that point that he rides a huge skeletal dragon. I was like, yeah, man, that looks badass. That's what I want. In fact, the very little that I played in Dota, one of my favorite heroes was the two-headed dragon, who always looked badass. He was also super easy to play, especially when I started playing him. He had, I think his E ability was a passive. I think they changed it later to be an activated ability, but when it was a passive especially, he was so noob-friendly. a very, very fun to play, that two-headed dragon. So this brings me back. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone in this game that seems to be a clone of the two-headed dragon. If there is, let me know, because I might be interested in playing that. Witch Slayer may be trying something funky here. I don't know what that blue stuff is. Just suck something out of the Armadon. Maybe drain mana? I don't know. And at this point, we lose our Glacius. He actually disconnects and is never into a 5 versus 4 game. Luckily, we have a significant head start. Witch Slayer trying some fanciness, and then the follow-up stun by the Behemoth. With those 2 stuns, they are definitely in a position to do something crazy to us, if they really want to. So, because I still suck at last hitting, I think I started playing a pretty active harass role, especially once things kick in a little bit here. You can see I've been regularly hitting these guys with my Contagion ability, sort of like a small nuke that also has an AoE component, and also applies a slowing debuff to them. And as much as possible, I'm hitting them with it. And the nice thing about the Plague Rider is his E ability, Extinguish, you eat one of your own minions, basically, one of your friendly units, and and it gives you mana. It also acts as a great deny. So I can harass pretty much non-stop with my Contagion. And I'm keeping these guys as far away from the minion line as I can. Apparently, the XP radius is larger than I thought. I don't know why I'm hanging back so far. And, oh, look what we've got here. We've got the Devourer coming in. Hooks onto Behemoth. And oh, he got stunned. Behemoth, is he going to get away? I'm running in. Nuke with my Contagion. Get him finished off. The Armadon is in a little bit of trouble. The Witch Slayer is going to come after him, but no. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Wow, that Contagion actually did a whole lot of damage. And, wow, Devourer just finishes it off with his hook attack, which apparently does a good amount of damage. And we get a double kill at the bottom. Thanks to Devourer, but I actually get credit for a kill. Look at that. And the Armadon is just going to go back to farming. He is low in health, so that's a risky proposition. But in theory, we may, 2 of them are down. We know where at least one of them are. But at this point, there's a couple of unknowns. I'm not sure if he's going to want to be that exposed. It's certainly kind of risky. He's gaining his health back at a decent clip, but... And there's a little bit of sort of trash talk in this game. Now, it's like at least one Behemoth trying to initiate on the Armadon. The Armadon just hides in the bushes. He's going to sneak around, but of course the Witch Slayer's there as well. You think he's going to get pinned in and stunned. There's the stun that goes down. Lots of damage being applied. I don't see how he can possibly get away from this. Oh, there we go. Just barely gets finished off, I think. Oh well, and I'm gonna hang back. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait over here. And there's a vote to pause the game. Okay. It's odd. So the trash talk, it's the Devourer that gets me, because what he says after every kill is just 2 letters. E and Z. Which, of course, most people would say is E-Z, right? And it's like trash talk. It's not offensive, right? It's not vulgar, but it's mostly through its repetition. Every time something like that happens, he says it. When it happens to me, drives me bonkers. It's such a psychological mind fuck, and I'm happy it's not happening to me. But it's like, if you're gonna trash talk, that's like, to me, that's the best way of doing it, because it's so infuriating without actually being, well, rude maybe a little, but without actually being offensive, There you go, trying to get a few last hits there. Oh, that's gonna be too late. Oh, so bad at that. So bad at that. Maybe I should just stack intellect items later so that my actual auto attack just does more. Oh, we got the scout walking around invisible. Walks by the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie's getting on a decent farm here. Fairly untouched. The electric eye from the scout giving vision in various places. Boy, he moves fast. Jeez. Oh, him and the Devourer getting into the bush. I should pay more attention to the team, of course. Trying to get in position. There's the grab. Picks up the Witch Slayer. and almost just crushes him so fast. And I don't see the behemoth getting away, especially once the slow is on. I have no idea what the Devourer just did. I guess he just devoured him. Wow. Freaky. Meanwhile, what do we got here? We have the Tempest, who is apparently getting some farm on. What are these guys? Some minions of his that he's producing. That's kind of cool. And, oh, that was the Mage Bane from the Armadon. There's a nice feed here. So we got a 3-man push going on the bottom. I don't know what we're going to be doing with it. We're a little low. Not entirely sure why we've got 3 people down here. Oh, I missed that last hit too. Wow, I'm so bad. Oh well, at least I have my good looks. So the Armadon's getting a serious push in on top, and he's going to be applying some tower damage. Now, he must be feeling pretty confident that there's no enemy heroes around. We only knew where 2 of them are, which is in the middle. The Devourer's going to come and try to protect this tower. And, oh, misses the grab there, but it was kind of a hard angle to do any grab with, assuming that you can also pull these creeps. Assuming it doesn't go through them, which I'm sure it must not, then there was really very little opportunity to do anything. Some pings going on over here. Oh, we've got a rune. It's the Tablet of Illusion, and the Scout is going to pick that up and leave his illusions behind. Okay. Oh, and then the Valkyrie. Poor timing. Oh, she's going to engage one illusion. I think she quickly realizes what was going on, because that is just too much damage too fast.
Yummy.
A little crit there, but illusions don't do as much damage. And, oh no, the Devourer! Why am I looking at illusions? But here is the real Scout. No, not the real Scout. There's the real Scout. What is that to them? Mage 3 does power drain? Oh, drains. Excuse me, drains mana. That's what I get for casting first thing in the morning. But I just have so much I want to get done during the holidays. Oh, the yawn. We got the Devourer teleporting back into the bottom. I'm here. Oh, we got a grab on just a minion. Scout engaging, the real Scout, doing some pretty good damage there. We're going to defend this tower, which has gotten quite low. Another deny as I nom it for mana. And look at that! The Devourer just... Is that his ultimate? Hold on, I want to read his ultimate. One sec. Sorry, guys. And I can talk about... Yeah, I can talk about my ultimate, too. The Devourer grabs a target enemy and feasts on their flesh, dealing massive damage for every second he feeds, while increasing his own power. Okay. So it lasts for 3 seconds. For each second channel, a charge that lasts 7 seconds is added to the Devourer. Each charge increases damage by 15, increases maximum health by 75, and increases the radius of decay by 30. And it also does 75 damage per second. So it does 75 damage for over 3 seconds, or for 3 seconds. That's 225, and gives him a buff that will give him like plus 45 damage afterwards. I mean, I think a big part of it is just the fact that it holds him in place, especially since he's also going to be taking decay damage that whole time, and the decay damage is being boosted by Devour. Huh, interesting. Plus it's gross. Like, really, wow. Oh, and I should talk about my ultimate, because it's really weird, actually. It's called Plague Carrier. You target someone, it deals X damage to them, and does a mini stun as well, and then bounces to another enemy within 600 units. It bounces up to 7 times. So if you get a group of heroes, say, clumped together, and you fire this in, it's going to go and hit all of them. And that's pretty decent. I think it can also bounce to creeps and minions and stuff. So it's definitely possible that the bounces go the wrong way. And of course, if you're only hitting one person, it's not necessarily that useful. But frankly, at 280 damage at this point, it's still a half-decent nuke, even if it's just one-on-one. And I believe you'll see me do that very thing soon. But yeah, this Devourer is just being a beast. It's like anything else. It's just like League of Legends or any of these other type games. At these lower level plays, the game really tends to be determined by, you know, one person. Or, you know, it's either someone who's like super good and is dominating the other team, or it's someone who's really bad and just feeding like crazy and just allowing the enemy team at that point to dominate just through incredible amounts of resources. What does he keep using? Oh, his Ghost Marchers. Gives him bonus movement speed, and he can walk through stuff. Or at least walk through units. There's my courier. So in these low rank, I mean, I'm still playing support, right? So I've been buying couriers for the team, trying to be helpful. But in these low rank games, people don't seem to use the couriers very often. I even remember to share control and everything. Our buzzing around down here. At this point, he's so fed that he can definitely take on any solo person he happens to run into. And they will not be able to run away, both because of the slow and because of the chain attack. And looks like I got killed, because I'm so good. I'm really good. Both that I can get killed, and that I can miss the death. So yeah, that Witch Slayer, that grave... Is it called Graveyard? It is called Graveyard. It's so cool. Such a nice AoE, some damage, some stun. Elfin still running so incredibly quickly. Is, oh, while he's invisible, he moves at plus 25% movement speed. That's fine. And someone's been killed by neutral creeps. That's embarrassing. Oh, are they coming after the Tempest? They're definitely out for blood. They're looking for a kill. Scout looking for a target. Devourer about to run into a target. There he is! What are you doing? And... Nope. They're gonna go into the middle, maybe? Going after the Witch Slayer. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect opportunity. Grabs him, pulls him to the bush. Look at the damage! Oh my god. Oh, the hook does 400 damage? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. That is a huge amount of damage. Oh my god. That seems like a lot. For a move that's such a great initiator and, you know, denying running away, that seems like a really huge amount of damage. Interesting. So, we've got the Scout has decided to push the bottom tower here. Not going to be quite enough minions around to push that. Then walks away in stealth mode. And the trash talk continues. The Scout's going to be able to scout all these guys. Lots of people in the jungle down here. Not really a good place for an engagement, I think, because there's just too many of them. Luckily, I don't think that stealth detection is quite as accessible in Haunt as it is in League of Legends. There certainly are the sight wards that let you plop down and then see the area. And there's an item you can carry that gives you sight, but maybe it's because I'm in low-level play, but it doesn't seem to be very attractive to people. Again, we've got the Tempest farming here, and he's going to be engaged on by an invisible Devourer. I can't think of anything more terrifying than that. No engage. There are a couple of them. The Scout's buzzing around, keeping tabs on everyone, but now it's going to be one-on-one on this guy. There it is. Perfect timing. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, he devours him, uses his ultimate, and just bops him. Look how big he gets when he uses his Devour. He's going to engage his Phase Boots to run away. Armadon joins the party. Just a little too late, but what do we got going on? Oh, no, Scout's not engaging. He's just looking at them. We know where every single one of them are. Mage Bane is actually getting quite low, so we actually might be looking for an engagement here. I'm at the top. I got no mana, though. And the Behemoth is going to have a hard time running away. Oh, that grab misses the Behemoth, gets the Valkyrie. He was able to bounce away. The Armadon's in the middle doing lots of splash damage, but the Devour is quite low, and he's trying to run. He activated his Phase Boots. Oh my god, his Devour's come back already? That is insane. He just turns around, noms on it, knows that he's safe as long as he can land it. Behemoth is low, but I think he's going to escape. In fact, there's a turnaround now as the Armadon is now being chased away. And he's probably going to die here. The stun goes down, and the Tempest is swirling and pulling people in. I remember people warning me about this. Oh! Oh. Wow. Devour, or the Behemoth just gets pulled out of the combat by the Devourer, who just finishes him off. And he can probably take both these guys, he's so fed. Although he's also tanking the tower, so that's not good. Holy crap! And he's just gonna teleport out. Holy crap! That is so sick. And here's a concession vote that's going down. I doubt it's gonna go. People in low-level games, and it doesn't seem to matter what game it is, don't quit when it's a lost cause. Oh! That is bad for me, and I somehow survive. So this is not really a replay of my own game. Like, I was technically in it, but really it's all about the Devourer. And now it's 3-7.